Hi, everyone. Hope you had a good spring break, and welcome to Module 11. In Module 11, we're going to continue our discussion of sampling distributions. Sampling distributions are probability distributions that are related to the distribution of a statistic. And in Module 10, we talked about statistics for quantitative variables, in particular, the sample mean. And the sample mean, we discovered under the central limit theorem, has a sampling distribution that looks very much like a normal distribution. In fact, it almost is a normal distribution. And we learned how to calculate probabilities based on the sampling distribution of the sample mean. In Module 11, we're going to do something very similar. This time, we are going to be talking about categorical variables, however. And the categorical variable has no sample mean because you can't calculate the mean of categories. But what you can do is calculate the proportion of the observations in your sample that belong to a particular category. And this is called the sample proportion. And we learned how to calculate this way back earlier in the course. Now, we're going to discover that just like the sample mean, depending on which random sample you take out of the population, you're going to get different values for the sample proportion. And just like with the sample mean, where we use that to try and estimate or give our best guess as to the value of the population mean, with categorical variables, we're going to use the sample proportion in order to estimate our best guess of the value of the population proportion, which normally we don't know because we are not able to take a complete census. We're only able to take a sample. So that's what we're going to be learning about. To probably no great surprise at this point in the course, you're going to discover that the sample proportion also has something very close to a normal distribution. In fact, we'll be able to, under many conditions, use the normal distribution to approximate the sampling distribution for the sample proportion. So this is a continuation of Chapter 8 in the textbook, the second part of it on sampling and sampling distributions. And the format is very similar to what you've seen before. We have a number of Khan Academy videos and practice assignments for you to do. Then we've got some Hawks learning lessons. In this case, there are only 2 lessons. The first one is lesson 8.4, and then one of the lessons from the appendix, which actually covers things not only from this module, but also some things that we learned in some previous modules as well. So there will be 2 Hawks lessons that you'll need to certify for this. And then once again, there will be one practice assignment on the sampling distribution of the sample proportion. Sorry, my screen took a second to catch up with me here. There'll be a practice assignment that you'll do on campus. There are no extra credit opportunities for this particular module. So once you have finished it, you'll be ready to move on to Module 12. Module 12 should be posted by Friday. All right, good luck, and let me know if you have any questions.